meters, and let's go through the field as they get underway, really, because we have 3 heats, and I'm just looking through. I'm hesitating. I'm just. Well, there is the first part of the lineup of this first heat of the semi-final round of this 1500 meters. There's Tom Lancashire for Great Britain in there, the European and Commonwealth 1500 meters finalist in this first heat. But that's Tesfaye, a former Ethiopian, 5th in the World Championships last year, so I'd expect him to be there or thereabouts. It's the first 3 plus 3 to the final, and that really is quite a tough one on this, so it's going to be a true run race in every sense. There's Bustos of Spain. Has got a 3:34 time to his credit, and you ought to look out for him as well. There's Everard of Ireland. There's Tom Lancashire. Seen a lot of him on the cross country early on, and he fell in the UK Championships, incidentally, did Tom, so he'd want to do well here just to redeem himself a little. Cantera of France, the Italian. Just looking on the right of the shot. In fact, there's Wittner of the Czech Republic, and there he is in the middle of your picture. So 3 3/4 laps of the track. I've been told to stand back. It will be interesting to see how this is run, and of course when you've got 3 fastest losers and you've got 3 heats, then it becomes tough. So those that come in the last heat know pretty well what they've got to do, and if they're not absolutely confident of taking the top 3 places. It's a very acute qualification, isn't it? Well, it's very quick to get out of the blocks and to get into the running. You see the Bustos of Spain has gone up very quickly as they go into that first bend. It's now eased down quite nicely, actually. I see the Italian. There's Abdikader, 2nd in the European under-23. That's Cantera, the Frenchman. Look, he's got in front and he's slowing it down. Now, if those who really need to get the times, then they're going to have to start thinking about what they're going to do here. Kazi, Wittner is there. Tesfaye, the German, looks very, very comfortable in about 6th place with 3 laps to go in this first heat. Nothing from Owen Everard of Ireland yet, the Irish champion back in 2013. But these are interesting races, Martin, and qualification, it's not like Diamond League racing. This is proper racing. This is about getting yourself into the right place at the right time. And that's Kazi of Hungary, who's gone into the lead.
Yes, they were just outside 60 seconds at 400 meters, so it is a very modest pace. It's been picked up a little bit now. You can see how they're stretching out, but it's as you said, Stuart, it's a particularly tight qualifying process, the first 3. So certainly I would have thought for 1400 meters, even the best of the athletes here are going to have to really be running pretty close to 100%. Bustos, you can see looking around, the Spaniard there in 3rd place. Tom Lancashire putting himself into a decent position to respond.
Coming into 2 laps to go in this first heat of the 1500 meters, and as you say, Kazi of Hungary is 17 times the Hungarian champion, over 8 and 1500 meters. He's been around a long time, but his best is still only 3:38. But Kazi quite happy to take this ahead of the Frenchman Cantero. You can see him there, and Tom Lancashire is in a good position at the moment, and looking to stay in that position as long as he doesn't get himself boxed in.
Well, that second 400 meters was faster than the first, but not by that much. You can see how they've slowed down again. It was 61 through 400. They clocked then something around about 60 seconds, maybe a shade inside. But now the kickers are starting to line up, and this is where these athletes have to be on their mettle. If they're not careful, they could put themselves in a position where simply it'll be too long for them to respond. Everybody's taking position. They're running wide. It's going to be a sprint race over the last 400.
Well, it is indeed. And Philip Ingebrigtsen of Norway, haven't mentioned him too. He's now moved into third place. The younger brother of the European champion Henrik is also in this competition. Rogstedt of Sweden quite happy to take it on. Ingebrigtsen in third place behind the Spaniard David Bustos. And Tom Lancashire's trapped on the inside. Tessa Fay, I'm just looking for him. And he will surely come through in the final stages of this race. He's in fourth place at the moment. I can see him now. So Ingebrigtsen leads. And in second place is Rogstedt of Sweden, the world youth champion at 800 in 2009. It's a bit of a shock win, actually, that for him. They're coming in. And Ingebrigtsen really has judged this very, very well indeed. He's going to take this, and here comes Tessa Fay into second place, and Bustos is going to try for third. Does he get there? I don't think he does. I think Rogstedt gets the place, and the first three by right, and Ingebrigtsen, that was a good calculated run by him. Enjoyed it too, didn't he? What a family. He was 8th in the Oslo Dream Mile, incidentally. Good win.